In the shadow of the tree of knowledge, a serpent whispers temptation. Genesis 3's fall, Adam and Eve's bite into forbidden fruit, has long been allegorized as humanity's inner struggle. But early Jewish thinkers saw deeper, a literal, cosmic drama involving supernatural rebels. Drawing from Second Temple texts and rabbinic midrash, this video explores interpretations closer to Christian views of a demonic incursion, influenced by Near Eastern myths. No symbols here, just ancient echoes of envy, possession, and primordial war. Before rabbinic times, Second Temple Jews, 500 BCE, 70 CE, reimagined the serpent not as mere beast, but tool of fallen angels, envying humanity's divine spark. Texts like the Wisdom of Solomon declare, "Through the devil's envy, death entered the world." Wisar 2.24. Here, the fall is historical. Real fruit, real garden, but sparked by cosmic jealousy. Consider what Enoch 69:6. The angel Gadriel led Eve astray through the serpent, unveiling weapons of death. Or the Apocalypse of Moses, where Satan boasts of entering the serpent to seduce Eve. These echo Near Eastern lore. Serpents like Babylonian Tiamat, demythologized in Genesis as Yahweh's cursed foe. No internal evil inclination, this is external war, seeding sin like Christianity's original corruption. For Second Temple Judaism, the serpent was undeniably a mask for a greater, darker power. Well, that's the picture. Rabbinic sages 200–900 CE preserved these threads, blending literal history with myth. The serpent? A real majestic creature, erect, wise, even-legged, until cursed to crawl. But often Samael, the angel of death, rides it like a steed, fueling seduction. Pirkei de Rabbi Eliezer 13 paints Samael's envy. Angels protest Adam's creation, fearing wrath. Samael descends, mounts the serpent. He rode upon the serpent like one who rides upon a horse. Proverbs 30:19. Echo. Targum Pseudo-Jonathan twists Genesis 4. Eve conceives Cain from Samael the angel, seed of the serpent, explaining fratricide's evil. Genesis Rabbah 19-20 adds, "The serpent, subtle than all, envied Adam, plotted Eve's murder for mating, cursed for hubris." Yalkut Shimoni equates, Samael, Satan, and the serpent are the same. This, Samael? A fallen guardian, like Ezekiel's cherub cast down, shining rebel, nachash as shining one. Literal curses bite. Enmity in Genesis 3:15 becomes human-angel war. Beyond the image of Samael riding the serpent, some rabbinic traditions took the idea of a physical, supernatural encounter to a shocking conclusion. A prominent, though not universally accepted, midrashic view held that the serpent, or Samael through the serpent, did more than just speak to Eve. Targum Pseudo-Jonathan on Genesis 4:1 is explicit, and Adam knew his wife Eve, who was pregnant by the angel Samael, and she conceived and bore Cain. This reading casts the entire history of humanity as a conflict between two bloodlines. Pirkei de Rabbi Eliezer describes Samael infusing Eve with filth, both spiritual corruption and physical insemination. At Sinai, Israel is purged. For the nations, the taint of the serpent's seed remained. For them, evil's introduction was concrete history with biological consequence. The Jewish identification of the serpent with a powerful rebellious entity did not arise in a vacuum. It resonated with a widespread motif in the ancient Near East, the chaos serpent. In the Enuma Elish, Tiamat embodies primordial chaos. Marduk's victory brings order. Ugaritic texts speak of Lotan, a writhing, fleeing, seven-headed serpent, defeated by Baal. Isaiah 27:1 promises Yahweh will punish Leviathan, the fleeing and twisting serpent, slaying the dragon in the sea. Genesis demythologizes, the nachash is no rival creator. He is a rebellious member of the divine realm bringing chaos. The cosmic conflict is internalized into a garden, fought with words and will, not brute force. For ancient readers, the serpent of Genesis 3 embodied the same rebellious force their neighbors called Tiamat or Lotan. The early Jewish understanding of a literal supernatural serpent stands in contrast to other interpretive paths. Philo and later Origen saw an internal psychological drama, the serpent as the principle of pleasure and bodily desire. Early Christians aligned with Jewish texts in identifying the serpent as Satan, that ancient serpent, the deceiver of the whole world. A key difference emerged: Augustine's inherited guilt and total depravity versus rabbinic emphasis on choice amid Yetzer Hara. Rabbinic tradition held humans can obey Torah and overcome inclination. Augustine stressed incapacity apart from grace. Both agree. A supernatural enemy brought death. They diverge on human nature and the path to salvation. Early Jewish and Christian readings align on a supernatural rebel, yet part ways on its implications. The Jewish cosmic reading fights Samael and his forces through adherence to God's covenant. The Christian cosmic reading sees a fall necessitating a divine redeemer who crushes the serpent's head. For many centuries, vivid rabbinic and Second Temple interpretations of the serpent were relegated to footnotes as fanciful folklore. Recent scholarship takes these readings seriously as windows into the biblical writer's conceptual world. Scholar Michael Heiser revives them. Nachash as Shining One, a rebellious member of the divine council. Texts like 1 Enoch and Jubilees are faithful elaborations of the story's core logic, not bizarre corruptions. Kugel shows how ancient interpreters filled narrative gaps. Reed traces how angelic rebellion shaped Jewish and Christian identities. The identification of the serpent with a fallen angel answers Genesis' open questions. The serpent becomes again a formidable, intelligent adversary, its rebellion bearing lasting consequences for heaven and earth. The fall, not just a tale, but a battlefield where angels envied, serpents schemed, and humanity chose. Early Judaism's non-allegorical lens reveals a richer scripture. Dive deeper with the Jewish Study Bible or Heiser's works. What whispers do you hear in Genesis?